I wasn't invited. That was the first betrayal. They called it just a get-together. But I saw the pictures, the decorations, the cake that said, "Happy 5th anniversary." My sister smiled like she'd earned that happiness. My parents stood beside her like it was her coronation. And me? I was conveniently forgotten. Still, I showed up. The door opened and the air thickened with awkward surprise. My mother's smile tightened. My father's arm stiffened. My sister, Emily, froze for half a second before pretending to be delighted. "Didn't expect you," she said, voice too bright, too careful. No, she didn't. The house smelled like expensive wine and lemon-scented candles. Laughter filled the corners where my name had been erased years ago. I walked in slowly, letting every pair of eyes pretend not to judge. She hugged me, perfume sharp and sweet, like deception. And that's when I felt it. Small hands brushing my backpack strap. Her son, my nephew. "Hey, buddy," I said softly. He didn't meet my eyes. Something about the way he lingered, the quick glance toward his mother, pulled at my instincts. When I got a moment alone, I unzipped my bag. Inside, a small velvet pouch. Heavy, familiar. I opened it. Gold earrings. Not just any earrings, my mother's. The one she'd lost last month. My pulse slowed. Not panic, calculation. Because I remembered. Last Christmas, Emily accused me of stealing her bracelet. My parents had believed her. They'd looked at me with that same quiet disappointment that could hollow out a person. And now, she was trying it again. I zipped the bag shut, smiled faintly to myself, and went looking for her. She was in the kitchen, laughing too loudly, pretending not to watch me. Her champagne glass glittered. Her eyes flicked down, checking if I'd found it. I slipped behind her, calm as silence. When she turned, I brushed her shoulder, just enough to slide the pouch into her jacket pocket. "Good to see you again, Em," I murmured. She smiled that rehearsed smile. "You too." We both knew the game had started. 30 minutes later, the doorbell rang. Police. The room froze. Someone whispered, "What's going on?" One of the officers stepped forward. "We received a report of stolen jewelry. May we have a word?" My mother gasped. My father frowned. Everyone turned toward me. Of course. Emily was the picture of concern. This must be a mistake. The officer's gaze swept the room. "We'll need to check personal belongings." I nodded. Calm, composed. "Go ahead." They checked my backpack first. Empty. Emily blinked, confusion flickering. "Ma'am," the officer said, "would you mind checking your coat?" She hesitated. Just a heartbeat too long. The sound of metal against velvet was deafening. When the officer pulled the pouch from her jacket, the silence broke like glass. Her face drained of color. I don't know how that got there," she stammered. My mother's hand covered her mouth. My father's jaw clenched. And I just stood there, watching, not smiling, not gloating, just still. The officer asked her to step aside. She tried to meet my eyes, but I looked through her. It wasn't about revenge anymore. It was about truth. They didn't arrest her, not right away. Just questions, confusion, embarrassment. Enough to stain her reputation, to plant doubt where she'd once been worshipped. I left before the chaos settled. Outside, the night was cold. My reflection in the car window looked unfamiliar. Someone quieter, sharper, finished. I sat in the driver's seat, hands on the wheel, listening to my heartbeat slow. My phone buzzed. A message from my mother. "We need to talk." I didn't reply, because there was nothing left to say. They'd believed her lies for years. Believed I was the jealous one, the bitter one, the troublemaker. All I ever did was love them too much to fight back. Tonight, I didn't fight. I just let the truth happen. People think revenge is about fury. It's not. It's patience sharpened into precision. It's knowing exactly when to stay silent and when to let the mask slip. Emily built her world on manipulation. I just rearranged the mirrors. Now they'll see her the way I always did. Now they'll know who she really is. I drove off, headlights cutting through the dark. And for the first time in years, the road ahead felt clean.